What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to today's Anfield Agenda news roundup. And to summarise what we're going to be discussing today in 2 words, it's the future. Because that's what we're going to be looking at here. What is the latest with Trent, Virgil and of course Mo? We're going to be talking about a potential Van Dijk heir as well. That and lots more to come over the next few minutes. We will be live tonight at 8:45 for the late night agenda, where we're going to be asking, could this Champions League exit have been prevented and what may have done it? I'll give you a hint. It's going to be money, it's going to be transfers, and of course we'll talk about it tonight at 8:45. Until then, let's get through the news, and of course if you enjoy the video you know what to do, but let's get stuck into it because there's lots to go through. So a bit of an update from Arne Slot ahead of the League Cup final against Newcastle on Sunday. He said that he expects Ibrahim Konate to be fit and available for the Carabao Cup final, which, let's be honest, will be great news because Trent looks like he's going to be a serious doubt for it while we await confirmation of exactly what's going on with Trent's injury. It looks as if we're going to need Kwanzaa to play it right back in that game, so that would mean Ibrahim Konate being fit would be, well, it will be a huge boost for the final. We know last night will have taken both a physical and mental toll on the lads, but it's up to Virgil van Dijk, it's up to Arne Slot, it's up to those senior players to make sure that we get over that, and of course a cup final is a good way to get back to winning ways, so fingers crossed for a good result on Sunday. Next up, ladies and gents, we're going to talk about, well, they describe it as breaking news, but I don't think it really is. Paul Joyce has confirmed that Trent Alexander-Arnold does have an offer on the table from Real Madrid. Again, that's all it really says though, so I don't really have much more to give to you on whether he's leaning towards accepting that offer or not. But I'm going to go through it bluntly tonight in the late night agenda because I have my own beliefs on what's going to happen over the next few months, and I'm going to lay them out tonight for everybody, as honest as I can be, and of course your feedback could be most welcome. On Trent though, let me know what you guys think here. Do you think he'll take up that contract offer from Real Madrid, or will last night remind him maybe what life's like at Anfield and why he wants to stay around and win another Champions League? Let's hope that's the case. But we move on now to our captain. Now I know a lot of people have been saying that they hope that Virgil and Mo have deals agreed and that they're keeping it quiet. Well, our captain last night came out and put those to bed. These are his words, not a journalist, not somebody else's, not a fan's. Virgil's own words. When asked about his future, this is what he had to say. I have no idea. I still have no idea at the moment, genuinely. At the moment, I don't know what will happen next year. And this is the key line here. If anybody says that they do know, they're lying to your face. So there have been reports from some content creators and some journalists that those extensions have been agreed. Obviously we know now from the man himself that's not the case. Nothing has been agreed. Speaking about a contract a little bit more, Virgil said, it's not on hold, nothing on hold. There's just ... I keep saying the same thing. If there is news, you guys will know it. I don't even know myself. Everyone knows that there's some conversations behind the scenes, but that is about it. So that to me is extremely concerning. But if you then follow that on with a conversation with Virgil there with PSG president and their sporting director Nasser Al Khalifi and Luis Campos, Virgil van Dijk basically apologising to them for the "it's not League One bro" comment. But also he praised Paris Saint-Germain, saying that they were the best team they'd faced in the last 3 seasons. It concerns me though, because I'm sure PSG would do with the world's best centre-back, and if Virgil isn't signed up by Liverpool, well, maybe PSG could be an option there with this new, hungrier side that they're building. And it makes me concerned as a Liverpool fan. Not at Virgil, I have no anger or frustration towards Virg. We know he wants to stay. We know Mo wants to stay. I'm seeing Mo in tears after the game last night. Well, that just brought it home to me that maybe he feels that could be his last Champions League game for Liverpool Football Club. Maybe he doesn't know, but either way, you can see the toll it was taken on him. And as fans, it wasn't great to see either, because we know how much the club means to Mo. Right. This excerpt from The Athletic I find very weird, by the way. Is it just me that feels this is almost leaning into this being an underachievement from Liverpool? They say, with the Premier League all but wrapped up, it's important this talented side have more to show for this season than just the title. The Champions League exit will hurt, but there are brighter times ahead still to look forward to. And yes, it will hurt, but you can never be assured of winning a Champions League. I will take a Premier League title, and I would have bitten your hand off for it at the start of the season. So I don't really buy into this. It'll feel like a poor season if we just win the title. We still have a cup final to play on Sunday, and then it's all roads leading to when we win that league title, and I will be very, very happy, as I'm sure many other Liverpool fans will be. Now I'm going to move on to speak about a potential successor to Virgil van Dijk in a moment, but before I do, a bit of an update from Bild around Xavi Simons. So there's been a debate between some Liverpool fans about whether they'd like Simons at the club or not. For me, I'd be in the I don't think he's good enough camp, but this news here from Bild, well, maybe it gives you a bit of a read as to why maybe he hasn't got that big move yet. It reads, Xavi Simons reportedly behaves like a diva, which annoys those at his club RB Leipzig. It's difficult to give him advice or reprimand him, and the player and those around him cancel events and operations organised by the club. I don't think he'd be fitting in an Arne Slot dressing room with that type of attitude. And again, he was a PSG player. They loaned him out and eventually moved him on to RB Leipzig. And now RB Leipzig, he's not settling there. So for me, no thank you very much. Don't want anyone potentially destabilising the dressing room. Now, I'm going to move on to speak about the Van Dijk successor just now, but before I do, a quick reminder that you can still get your tickets. There is about 30% available, I believe now, for the end of season party at the Hot Water Comedy Club. We're going to be doing it May 28th. It is a Wednesday night, 3 days after the final game of the season. If you want to come and see us and get your tickets, the link in the description. Don't worry, by the way, if it does sell out, because I think we have the ability to move into a bigger studio to do another one anyway. So, should be alright, but again, thank you to everyone for your support. Right, the last little bit before I finish up is around, well, a potential successor to Virgil van Dijk. And one name that keeps coming up and up and up is Nico Schlotterbeck. Christian Falk has commented to say that Liverpool have Nico Schlotterbeck of Dortmund on their list of potential Virgil van Dijk replacements. He could be the ideal successor to Van Dijk, according to this piece. He has a salary at the moment of about €5 million per year, so about €100,000 a week, or about £80,000 there or thereabouts. Dortmund want to give him a new contract, but right now he is one of those names that Liverpool are looking at as a potential Van Dijk successor. Now, I'm starting to feel like Van Dijk may be the only one of the new guys to get a new deal, and I'll talk about that tonight in more detail. But what I wanted to ask you guys was, well, your advice on Schlotterbeck. I don't watch all that much of Dortmund, so I don't know all that much about him. And speaking to Connor as well, he's of the similar mindset. So would you guys be happy if Schlotterbeck was brought in, 25 years of age? Let us know what you think. Would he be a good enough successor to Virgil van Dijk? Or do you think that we just simply have to renew the captain at all costs? Because if the plan for Hughes and Edwards is maybe to let the lads go and bring in a new, fresher, younger, hungrier team, that's going to be a big thing to try to sell to the fan base. So I'd love to know your thoughts on it, my friends. That's pretty much it from me for now. But again, last night was a difficult one to take. Thank you to everyone that joined us on the show. The result was not what we wanted, but your support was absolutely tremendous last night. Record numbers for the channel, and we really do appreciate it. So I'll catch up with you guys tonight. We can vent, we can talk, we can laugh, we can talk about the future. You can get out your anger as well. Whatever needs to be done, we'll do it tonight at 8:45. Thank you as always for your support, and we'll talk soon. Much love. Bye-bye.